State Department for Foreign Affairs Citizen Service Delivery Charter. Our vision is attaining a peaceful, prosperous, and globally competitive Kenya. Our mission is to project, promote, and protect Kenya's interests and image globally through innovative diplomacy and contribute towards a just and equitable world. Our core values are patriotism, integrity, sustainable development, good governance, inclusiveness, and professionalism. The following are our services listed in the order of service rendered, requirements to obtain service, cost of service, and timelines. The timeline for responding to telephone calls is within 3 rings. Response to emails is within 1 working day, and response to other correspondences, such as letters or note verbales, is within 2 working days, while response to complex issues is within 5 working days of receipt. This service is free of charge. For authentication of documents, you are required to submit a request and the necessary documents through the eCitizen platform. The cost of this service is dependent on the type and number of documents as provided for on the eCitizen platform. The timeline is within 5 working days. On lobbying for Kenya's or Kenyan candidature to international organizations, conferences, meetings, and events, you are required to meet the following requirements: availability of a vacancy, eligibility, declaration of interest, submit a request where applicable, obtain cabinet approval where necessary, and official communication to stakeholders. The cost of this service depends on the nature of the candidacy, and the timeline is at least 6 months for appointive positions and at least 12 to 24 months before elections. For conclusion of host country agreements, submission of request, cabinet approval, and parliamentary approvals are required. This service is free of charge. The timeline is 3 months for negotiations of the agreement and processing of the cabinet memo, and 1 month after parliamentary approval for gazettement. For negotiations and conclusion of memorandums of understanding, MOUs, or agreements and facilitation of treaty membership, you are required to submit a request, participate in negotiations of the MOU, conclude and sign the MOU, and submit a request through MDAs for Kenya to enter into a treaty. This service is free of charge, and the timeline is within 3 months after completion of internal procedures. And for treaties, timelines depend on the provisions of the treaty on membership and obtaining cabinet and parliamentary approvals. For payment of goods and services, you are required to follow procurement procedures as per the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015. This service is free of charge, and the timeline is within 90 working days upon receipt of required documents. For facilitation of visa applications for Kenya government officials traveling on official duty, you are required to submit a request, valid documentation, and proof of payment of visa fees where applicable. This service is free of charge, and the timeline is within 2 working days upon receipt of the request. For information on Kenya's position on foreign relations, you are required to submit a request for information. This service is free of charge, and the timeline is within 5 working days upon receipt of the request. For provision of responses or statements to parliamentary questions, you are required to submit a request. This service is free of charge, and the timeline is within 5 working days. For facilitation of tax exemptions for diplomatic entities, you are required to submit a request and the necessary documents. This service is free of charge, and the timeline is within 2 working days upon receipt of the request. We are committed to courtesy, responsiveness, and excellence in service delivery. Any service that does not meet these standards, or any officer who does not live up to commitment to courtesy and excellence in service delivery, should be reported to Principal Secretary, State Department for Foreign Affairs, P.O. Box 30551 00100, Nairobi, or call us on +254 204 949 000 or +254 203 318 888, or through our mobile phone number +254 710 600 978 or +254 733 318 806, or email us on complaints@mfa.go.ke or info@mfa.go.ke. This can also be reported to the Commission Secretary / Chief Executive Officer, Commission for Administrative Justice, 2nd floor, Western Towers, Wayaki Way, Nairobi. P.O. Box 20414 00200, Nairobi, or call +254 020 240 337 or 0722 70604, or email info@ombudsman.go.ke, or visit their website on www.ombudsman.go.ke. Huduma bora ni haki yako.